sit outside. What's going on, guys? As you guys can see, it is dark out. I really couldn't find the time, to do it during the day. So I mean, I don't really sleep, so I might as well just do it right now. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to change the oil and the oil filter on an FRS or BRZ 86. They're all the same. It's going to be a really rough guide for anyone who owns an 86. You guys kind of don't know how to do it, or you're afraid to do it, or you're trying to change your oil for the first time by yourself. You can kind of just use this video as a guide. But you guys know me, I'm super informal, so I'll keep it easy. If you guys have any questions about how to do something, just throw a comment down below and I will make sure to reply back to you guys. I'm usually pretty good about replying back. But let's see what we got here. Okay, so I went ahead and went to the Subaru dealership because for some reason the Toyota dealership doesn't sell the OEM oil filter that I like. It's supposed to be like a black one, but for some reason Toyota sells like this blue one. And I've been on the forums and stuff, and people are just saying that it's not the same one. So I mean, it doesn't hurt. You can use any oil filter you want, but I just prefer the OEM one from Suuuuuuuuuuh. Focus. Went ahead and bought that. Also got a pressure washer thingy. Then I hit up Walmart. Got one of these guys. Mobile one. The FRS takes about 5.8 quarts. It's usually less than that, but that's what it says in the manual. You can use whatever oil you want. There's like people out there who they stand by their oil brand and stuff, which is cool. I mean, nothing against that, but I really don't care. I mean, I change my oil pretty often, so it's not really in my car long enough to break down. Because I don't know why someone would wait 10,000 miles or 7,500 miles to change your oil. I do it every 3,000, every 4,000. That's just me though. Got a funnel, can't go wrong with that. Oil drip pan thingy. And then obviously safety first. If you guys watched my other video, coming in clutch, make sure you guys watch that if you guys haven't seen it yet. But the bro Virgil came through and lent me his jack stands and his jack for this video so that I don't die, basically. Step number one, jack the car up.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Okay, I also forgot to mention, guys, it's kind of self-explanatory, but you need tools too. There's no way you can do it with your hands. Okay, so the car is jacked up now. Do it on some jack stands. Luckily I parked it on a slope, so I didn't have to really jack it up as high. But just got to remove the oil drain plug next, and I'll show you guys how to do that. It's really easy. Yeah, it really helps too if you have one of these thingies, especially if you're working at night like I am, so you can actually see when you're under the car. And also try to find yourself a piece of cardboard box or whatever like this you're throwing away, so that when you're laying on the ground your shirt or whatever doesn't get as dirty. I'm stupid, I'm wearing a white t-shirt, but whatever's. I'm just here to show you guys how to change oil, right? Okay, so we're under the car now. As you guys can see, there's not a lot of space between my face and death, but there's enough space to get the job done. And these jack stands are basically the only thing that's keeping me safe. Let's show you guys where the oil drain plug is. Let me just shimmy this way. See if I can turn the camera around. Okay. Okay, so under the all 86s, FRSs, whatever, there's this little shielding plate thingy, and literally there's an opening, and that right there is your drain plug. That's how easy it is. It's like right there. Okay, so now we know where the bolt is. We need to get a socket that will fit, and it should be a 14 millimeter. 14. Should be this one. Okay, so pretty much all you gotta do, loosen this bolt, grab your oil drain pan thingy. Oh my god, I blocked the light. We just gotta drain the oil, and that's what we gotta do right now. If it's your first time changing the oil on your FRS or BRZ, this bolt's gonna be really hard to take off because from factory, they actually paint this whole oil pan thing with the bolt over it. So then like the paint basically is sealed with the bolt, and it's super annoying getting it open. But if you have like a breaker bar or something, shouldn't be a problem. I didn't have one. I just went with this, and it took me a solid 5 minutes to get it off. Look at my hair, holy crap. So I ended up raising the car because there just wasn't enough room. And I mean, it's easier to film now too, so let's go ahead and get this bolt out and drain this oil.
How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Are you sure you don't want more light?
You can see it. You guys can see it. I broke the bolt. Now I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna drain the oil. This is honestly the most scariest part of changing the oil by yourself, because the oil is actually hot. Trust me. Anyone who says the oil is not hot is stupid. It's gonna be hot. And when you take the bolt out, the oil is gonna splash all over your hands. But if you get past this part, you'll save tons of money by changing your own oil. So let's do this, guys. Time to be a man. Or a woman. Yeah. Here we go. Not gonna lie, it's actually pretty hot. See, not too bad, right? The oil comes out pretty fast, so make sure not to drop the bolt either. Yeah, in my hand. Very important. If you drop it inside the bucket, you're screwed. Or not really, but it'll just be harder to get out. But make sure to position the bucket. That's a lot of oil. It's really black too. Okay. This shit holds 7 quarts. Car only holds 5.8. Okay, so we're just gonna let that drain completely, and then your oil drain plug, make sure you dry it and clean it off. This is the pressure washer thingy. Camera, and it's not gonna focus. But you guys see this little metal washer piece. Technically, if you want to use the same one, you can. I think you can use it like once. I mean, they don't recommend it, like, you know, just replace it. It costs like $1 or something at the dealership, so it's super cheap to get, but it's like really thinned out. So yeah, make sure you get that. It'll prevent any leaks coming from your drain bolt. Hey, someone's pulling in. After we take out the oil drain plug and let the oil drain all out, we're gonna have to go ahead and remove the oil cap. So oil cap is obviously in the engine bay. It's gonna be this little yellow thing here. Show you guys. It's right here. Make sure you remove that. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. One arm's not strong enough, bro. Oh my god, who's holding the camera? I'm just kidding. Magic. Yeah, but go ahead, remove this, and the rest of the oil should drain out. So next up, we gotta take out the oil filter. The oil filter is located in your engine bay. But let me show you guys. It's right here. Camera. So this is basically your intake box. Filter is literally right here. Super easy, right? I mean, they designed it to where it's like so easy to change your own oil. Like anybody can do this, guys. Just follow these really crappy instructions from me and you guys will do fine. You just twist this off They sell these little like wrench thingies to take this off. I was too cheap to get one because, you know, you can just brute strength it. You can twist it yourself. So let me show you guys. Really easy. Twist with your hand. Okay, maybe I need 2 hands. Guarantee you the first time you take this out for your first oil change by yourself, it's gonna be really hard because I mean they like torque it to spec from factory, but this is my second oil change actually, so it's not too tight. I mean, it's tight, but I'm able to take it out. So basically you just unscrew it. And you just hold it. And that's it. All the oil should leak out. And that's how your oil filter looks like. Sobaru. That's where it was before. Just take a rag and just kind of wipe that up. You can clean it as best you can if you want. If you don't want to and be lazy, that's totally cool. It's your car. But I like to clean this up. Okay, grab the rag. Just dry up this. Wipe up any of the old oil. While we're waiting for the rest of the oil to drain, we can go ahead and oil up the oil filter, the new one that we got, and just go ahead and screw that in. One very key thing that you have to do before you actually screw the oil filter in, you have to lube it up. I know it sounds really bad, but you have to dip like your finger or whatever you want to use. I just use my finger in the new oil. Make sure your hands are as clean as possible, and then just basically coat the lining of the oil filter with new oil so that it seals properly when you screw it back in. So I'll go ahead and show you guys that right now. You guys see this like black rubber piece on the oil filter? You have to lube that up, oil it up, whatever you want to say it. I don't know, I feel really weird saying lube, but you just want to coat the entire like part right here with just oil. Yeah, it's like really important that we do this if you're gonna do oil changes at home. Just ensures that you get a good seal when you screw it back on. I mean, at least that's what I learned from my dad. He was like a mechanic for 15 years, so I trust him. But if you guys don't trust me, it's cool, you don't have to do it. But I recommend it. Please do it. Yeah, so it's all nice and lubed up. We're just gonna go ahead and put this in the car. Twist it back on there. Okay, so if you have something to torque it down to spec, that would be nice, but me, I don't. I'm just, one, I'm broke. 2, I'm a college student, so that means I'm even more broke. And then 3, I'm just like a normal average dude, so I don't have everything. But what I learned from my dad is just to make sure that it's at least hand tight. So just tighten it enough to where you can barely take it off with your hands. Like before, when I was trying to take it off, it was a little hard, but it was just the right amount. Should be okay. The new oil filter's on, so it should be good. Now we're gonna go ahead and check and see if the oil is all drained out, and then we're gonna put on the new gasket pressure washer thing, tighten it back up, and then we're gonna go ahead and add new oil in there. Super easy.
Is it working?
You guys see my crew here. Cameraman Justin is back. But yeah, they're trying to get the lighting together.
I thought we get the lighting by doing it at like 12 in the
Yeah, doing it at 12 would have been a better idea, but you know, I'm weird. Okay, so the next part is simple. Like I said, you're just gonna go ahead, dry off any remaining oil dripping from the oil drain hole, and then you just go ahead and put the new gasket on and screw it back on. I don't really think I need to show you guys this part. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, but you have to remove the oil bucket thing. Make sure you don't spill it. Getting oil everywhere really sucks. It's really hard to clean. Okay, so I forgot to mention before I screw this back on, this is the gasket right here. So there's going to be one side that's flat and one side that's round. Make sure you guys put the flat side on the bottom when you put it on top. So the round part should be facing up. It's very important because if you put it the other way around with the round part, okay, I'm stupid. With the round part facing down up against the bolt, I guarantee you it's gonna leak. You don't want oil leaking while you're driving. It's really bad. So make sure the flat part is up against the plug. Okay. Cool. So I went ahead and tightened the drain plug. It's all good. Grab a funnel, whatever funnel you guys have laying around. Put it right here. So these big jugs are basically 5 quarts. This car, it says in the manual that it holds 5.8 quarts. I suggest just going ahead putting 5 quarts in first. Then take your car off jack stands, run it for a bit, and then find level ground and check the dipstick. And then see where you're at. And then add more oil according to wherever you're at on the dipstick. I don't recommend adding the whole 5.8. The 5.8 includes changing the filter as well. I've had friends that have done it and they put the full 5.8 quarts in and they actually flooded their engine. They put way too much. So it's better to play it safe and just kind of put 5 and then just check later.
This oil in particular?
Nope. It was the one that I bought last time. And like, honestly, like any oil works. Like, you can go with a, you know, high performance, high grade, whatever. Yeah, like, I mean, I guess it's gonna be better because that's what it's rated for. But honestly, if you change your oil often enough, you won't give it enough time for your oil to break down. That's the whole point. Because if you who's gonna like wait, like I said earlier in the video, like no one's gonna wait 10,000 miles or 7,500 miles to change your oil because it just doesn't make sense. Like oil changes are really cheap. Like oil, this is like literally like $25 at Walmart, and I had to buy another quart because it's like 5.8, so I had to buy 6 quarts total. It came out to like $30. Like if I were to go to like a Jiffy Lube or like a dealership, they would charge me like $60 for an oil change. Easy. I mean, I already went there and tried. So that's why you should watch this video and learn how to do it yourself.
There goes your shot at getting a Mobile One sponsorship, bro.
Okay, let me okay. But yeah, I use Mobile One just because I think it works really well with this car.
Sorry.
Fuck you, dude.
Please sponsor me. But you guys know that I run Mobile One in my car, so please sponsor me. But yeah, ignore the laughter, you know. I'm just laughing because I'm really happy that I'm using Mobile One. We're gonna go ahead, throw the cap back on. Again, hand tight is like fine. Now we're just gonna take it off the jack stand, start her up, let her run for like about a minute or two so that the oil will kind of circulate. Then we're gonna check the dipstick and see how much we have to add. Okay, so remember that piece of cardboard box thingy that I had earlier? A good tip is to leave it right under where your oil drain plug is. So when you start your car, you let it run for a few minutes. That's how you know if you have a leak or not, because it's gonna drip right on the box. So then you can kind of tell. Otherwise, it's impossible to tell with this black street concrete thing. Yeah, you can't see it. So just a quick tip. I mean, if you guys want to try it, you're gonna have to start the car.
Wow.
Much smooth.
So cool.
I went ahead, turned on the car, let it run for a bit. I checked the dipstick. The oil level is like just under the first dot, so it's like, you know, just under halfway. So I'm guessing I'll probably need an extra like half a quart or so to get, you know, to the optimum level. But I'll do that. I mean, that's it. Oil change is done. I mean, it's not that hard, guys. I mean, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm not a professional, by the way, guys. So if you break your car while following this video, I'm not responsible. but I still love you. Yeah, go ahead, add that, but that's it. That's pretty much it. Special thanks to these two for always helping me out with, you know, recording stuff and holding the flashlight so that I get enough lighting. Again, if you have any questions, make sure to go ahead, throw a comment down below and I can answer your question any time of the day because I don't sleep. But if you liked the video, if you guys found it helpful, make sure to, you know, give my video a like, please. It really helps out my channel. And I think currently I'm at like 54 subscribers. Yeah, but the next 2 months or so, I want to get at least 100 subscribers. And Justin suggested that I do a giveaway, which is doable. I mean, if you guys start commenting and like talking to me on YouTube and, you know, actually make me feel like you guys are watching my videos, I could do a giveaway. But not exactly sure what I'm gonna give away. I'm broke, like I said, broke college student. But thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, peace. You guys want to say bye too?
Bye.
Peace. Freeway, where I got my first speeding ticket ever.